You want me to go let the dog in? You want me to go let the dog in, don't you?
I don't know. He's gonna bark. I think he'll reach. We're gonna let the dog in. The dog is very good. He'll give one warning of, and you can let him in. Go lay down.
Plus the bunny's being chill. So yeah, things are working out here.
Hi, welcome to the Wild Kingdom. We're Todd and Erin, and this is the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
Yeah, it's super smooth today too, so we're real proud of that. That's good.
I don't know why corporations don't learn this. Oh, by the way, if you want self-defense from zucchini, I got a video coming up for you.
This is the time when they're going to start sprouting and when your neighbors think, we have to share our bounty.
It's time to lock your car.
They know the best way to do it is to leave it on your doorstep and run.
And run.
Yeah, that sucks.
At night, at 2 a.m., wearing black like ninjas.
And now I'm not sure where Build-A-Bear thought this was a good idea, because we've been to Build-A-Bear once, and Zoe had an extremely indulgent Miss Ray with her, one of our most favorite people in the world, and she said, you can do anything you want, Zoe.
And she did.
Yeah, that was the first mistake. Did you know that even the little slippers that go on the dog are like $40, and then there's the tutu, and then the stuff you stick inside the bear that you'll never see, but you have the knowledge that it's inside. I think this thing went for like $250 by the time Zoe was done, and I'm like, Miss Ray, please don't ever do this to me again. Because it was insane. But so Build-A-Bear thought,
evidently they needed a boost in their marketing, positive marketing. So they said to themselves, hey,
let's do something that's going to make lines wrap around malls all over
What was the deal?
Utah.
What was the deal?
Okay, it's cute. It's Pay Your Age Day, where basically you could bring in the little coupon, and whatever age you were, you could pick out the bear or the bunny or whatever, and you get to do it for your age.
That's great.
Except for
it was 100 degrees outside.
And Utah wasn't the only place, but people had to wait outside in most of the malls here in Utah because it exceeded fire code restrictions.
All the ones I saw, they were outside and they were sweating their butts off.
Yeah, it was like 300 degrees outside today. Well, here's where everything went horribly, horribly wrong.
It already has.
Because it's cute, and you're bringing your kid, because you're like, hey kid, you're 6, you're going to be able to, hey, you're 4, it's going to be great, $4. Yeah, that worked out great. After 6 hours, this is when
in line.
Build-A-Bear executives across the country went, well, this isn't turning out the way we planned.
Idiots.
And they said, hey, this is my favorite line. Build-A-Bear said, we were surprised by the enthusiasm of the turnout.
Really?
Okay, so unfortunately what happened next is they tried to make good by going, well, here's a coupon for $15. It's good on like 2 or 3 of the bears if you want to come back. And the parents who have been in line for 6 hours in 300-degree heat were understandably displeased by this. So Build-A-Bear addressed everything in a tweet saying, we understand guests are disappointed and we will reach out as soon as possible.
I would imagine that someone has been thrown off a building by now. But here's the I will give fair and measured response to this for both sides.
Okay.
Now, number one is Build-A-Bear. What is your head full of stuffing? And number 2, people waiting in line, 600 people deep.
They're not in good moods.
How many stuffed animals could fit in that store that would be waiting for you? And it's just like being at Walmart on Black Friday, and they have TV screens that are $1, and you're 50th in line or 100 in line. Do you really think there's room for all of those, for everyone in line? The answer is no. I blame you both.
It's not going to be a happy response, I'm afraid. And trying to figure out how many people actually got through before it was like almost closing time, and they went, we can't do this anymore. Because they're like, we're so screwed.
It's corporations, right? They got a fancy table, they all sit around it, they all share ideas, and then somebody says, hey, you're an idiot. That's a moronic thing. Let's not do that.
Traditionally, you would think that would happen, but apparently not in this case.
If you're a major company and you need someone with common sense, hire me. I'll come, I'll sit, I won't eat all the donuts.
You'll put your feet up on the boardroom table.
And I'll just, every once in a while I go, no.
That's a bad plan.
No.
Now, I thought this was the most interesting mystery because I had never heard of this before. I've never seen it.
This takes me back. Okay, I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the fire towers in New England, in Maine.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. In the old days, you would set the fire towers up on mountaintops, right? And if there was a fire, the 3 towers could look down and tell you exactly where the fire was, because there was no GPS. Okay, so these mysterious concrete arrows all across the United States.
Now, these are big freaking arrows. These are what, like 20 feet?
20 feet long.
Huge, gigantic, 20 foot long.
6 feet across, you know,
Yeah.
and the arrows, pointy arrows. And so people started seeing them, and they were like, well, what's going on?
Is this like crop circles or something?
They got a lady
or like those designs they found on the earth near Machu Picchu? I mean,
Right.
it could only be seen from the air. I mean,
No. Actually, someone from Tooele, and she has been out there, and her husband, since they retired, are out there looking for these. And she's found 121 of them.
Nice. What exactly are they? Have we come up with a...
No, they know what it is. They figured it out.
Oh.
Okay, so the post office used to have planes, and they would send the plane guys out. And this is before GPS. This is before anything like that. 1920s, I believe. Yes, it is. And they didn't have sophisticated radar. And they'd be flying as the crows flies, like no roads. You can't, just go down like 2100 south till you get to the big cement chimney thing.
There won't be any identifiable characteristics.
And so what they did is, this is brilliant, they set up beacons, so metal tower, beacon. Now these post office planes are out there delivering the mail, have no idea where they are. And so what would happen is, they'd go along and they'd start with the first beacon, right? And they get the beacon, now they're looking, where's the other beacon? And these big concrete arrows were placed.
That's really cool.
That way. And so they're all across the country.
And you would think that by now that what they were saying is that like hundreds of these have been crumbled into dust, or they've been broken apart or picked up and taken away for whatever, but they're still finding them.
Yeah, they are. And they're usually about 25 miles away. I know this is nerdy, isn't it?
No, but it's cool though.
love
It's like
this.
geocaching or something.
Oh,
It's
no,
fun.
right? And there actually are some websites you can go to, and they'll give you GPS coordinates to go see them. And they're everywhere.
Because I mean, if I stumbled on one and I didn't know any of the history, I would think it was kind of eerie. Like, what is it pointing at?
Yeah, but it's so
What
cool.
is it pointing to? Well, it's nice to know that in the 20s, the U.S. Postal Service was only slightly more safer than they were during the Pony Express days. I mean, it's just slightly safer.
Charlotte Smith from Tooele has been out there, and they've got 121 of these. And a lot of the other people, once they get the GPS coordinates, are going on Google Earth.
I want to do that. I'd like to go see one.
At least one,
Just
right?
on principle, right? And she found like 2 or 3 around Tooele, right?
Such a great thing.
That's amazing.
All right, I got to tell you about a conversation we had the other day with some friends of ours. They just bought a house. We bought a housewarming gift, and they were so happy. And we said, well, how was the process? 'Cause, you know, sometimes first-time home buyers, and sometimes they're just like, traumatized in the shower, curled up in a ball. But not these people, because they did go to Fink and McGregor. They talked to Jeff Stout, and the process, you know, it's scary. Your first house.
You feel like a chicken laid out to dry in the sun with all of you just spread out your innards because they want to know everything about you. It's the best analysis I could find about how I felt the first time I got a mortgage. It was awful.
Go to fink-mcgregor.com. Get the information, take the little test, they'll call you back the next business day.
Well, it's not my fault. It was horrible.
You're just a scary woman.
All right, coming up next, something to do with zucchini.
I got the plan for defense against the zucchini.
Really? I'm very intrigued.
All right, so, well, let's go to the garden.
We're brought to you by Fink & McGregor. Mortgages made simple. Just head to fink-mcgregor.com. Take 4 minutes to answer some questions, and you'll get a great idea about mortgages that you're eligible for. And by Stay Fit Wellness Clinic. Go get a personalized health analysis. This is the time to get back in shape. Feel better, feel younger, and without a ton of new medications at stayfitwellnessclinic.com.
Hi everybody, it's Todd here, and I'm just walking around the garden. This is the time of year that everybody planted too many... I just stepped in dog poo. I'm going to keep going because I'm a professional. Too many zucchini. People want to give them away. You don't want them. You don't want them. There's way too many. I planted too many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize them to give to my friends when they least expect it. And I'm going to do that with this wooden skewer. You want to see how? Let's go. All right, so here we are in my humble garden. And I'm going to use this larger zucchini because, well, just for instructional sake. I'm going to take this, and as you can see, I scratched in Zoe.
Right? Just to the green part, like that. Now, this will scar over, and as the zucchini grows, it will become larger and larger, and Zoe's name will get bigger and bigger. Now, we could stop there, just personalize it like, hey Jen, here's your zucchini, it's got your name on it. But why stop there? I mean, there's so many other things you could put on here. You could trash their favorite sports team. Patriots suck. Something like that. You go, for those who like profanity, well, you have a zucchini. What else do you need? So this is something fun you can do. Since you can't eat them all anyway, why not personalize them for all your friends? All right, but I'm serious about locking your cars. And now I'm gonna go wash the rest of the dog poo off my feet. Okay.
We're brought to you by Stay Fit Wellness Clinic. If you're tired of feeling sick and tired, it's time to make an appointment with Dr. Bowden for a new holistic health plan to make you feel better, lose weight, sleep well at stayfitwellnessclinic.com. And by Magic Wash with 2 locations in South Ogden and Layton. Come in for the ceramic car wash that keeps your car cleaner longer by sheeting all the dirt and the water off your nice shiny finish.
There you go. There you go.
You know, the bishop lives on this street. I don't know if the profanity is going to...
No, it's not for him.
The fly. It's
No,
just...
it's not for him. But
Did you have particular...
it is an option for those who partake in profanity. A plethora of that. You can go the clean route too. You saw that. All right, so...
Okay, Psycho, that's good. Okay, today's Dry Heat, by the way, brought to you by Brio Technologies. Your experts in lighting, sound, and video. Just go to brioaudiovisual.com. Okay, this is really amazing to me because my phone can drop and shatter just by like me putting it down. But apparently this woman has bought something of much stronger stuff.
Let me give you an example of... Do you have your phone? Hand me your phone.
Now it's encased in an otter box.
When our boys were like 3 years old, Zachy once took her phone and went like this. It's dead. Killed the phone. In 3 seconds. It was just like,
And it happened to be when we were in New York City and we really needed phones to communicate. So that was him.
Hey, your phone's ringing. I was licking it.
Stop licking my phone, you freak. Ow.
You want the story?
Yeah, please.
All right, so you lose your phone. You've lost your phone. When she loses her phone, she loses her stuff.
My phone is my lifeline.
You lose your
this.
lose your phone. Find My Phone is very popular for those who have Apple products. And the one lady was up in a biplane, 1,000 feet off the ground.
Like one of those air shows where you get to go up. Those are cool. I like those.
And she's flying around. They're like, "Whoa, this is great." Well, you can't, unless you video it. It never happened, right? So what she did was she was flying. This isn't Iowa.
Like this is going to look great on Instagram, and then
put her hand out behind the little windshield that they have. It's you're outside flying in a biplane, and the wind caught it, and she lost it, 1,000 feet.
Bye.
And she was like, but she was not like you. She was just like, okay, well, I was having fun and I got everything. I guess
they would have had to strap me to the wing to keep me from throwing myself out of the plane.
I think they would have let you after they heard you for a while. So basically what she did is she went down and she had a meeting at 4 o'clock that day. So she borrowed a phone and she said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out and look for it."
She did the Find My Phone thing where it pings.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
The Find My Phone thing didn't work.
Yeah, because there's no phone left.
Right. So she borrows a phone and she goes out and she goes over into an area and she's thinking, okay, this is probably might be, well, it took her about an hour and she worked her way through, knocked on some doors, there.
Triangulated.
And then she said,
I've used that word twice today.
She goes, one more try. It's ringing. And she heard something. It was just like...
No way. No. You do not drop a plane out of 1,000 feet.
It's running. Desperation running through the fields of corn in Iowa. And she finds it. She finds her phone.
And it's working?
And it didn't miss a beat. It fell 1,000 feet. It fell... Give me your phone.
No, you're going to lick it again.
Give me your phone. No, come on.
If you lick it, I'm going to hit you on the head.
So that phone dropped 1,000 feet and was fine. And this phone, if it does this, it's probably broken. I'm sorry. I probably broke your phone. Anyway.
Yeah, blue screen of death. That's good.
Yeah, here you go. All right, so what else you got?
You're such a brat. All right, first of all, New Millennium Financial. We want to tell you about New Millennium Financial because this is the time for you to be like investing. And for most people, this is not something we learned at anyone's need. No one sits there in high school and goes, you know what you should invest in?
Yeah.
You know, the stocks versus bonds, or maybe you should just do real, who knows? Well, the point is this, is you don't have to be a millionaire to go to New Millennium Financial. They talk to normal people and they ask you lots of questions so they get an idea of what your goals are. You may not even know what your goals are. They can be a surprise to you as well. So this is a good time to be asking questions, and then they get you set up. They get you on a plan. You're ready to go. And this is when you start making the money, because right now when the economy is good, this is the time. So go to utahsfinancialplanner.com. utahsfinancialplanner.com. You'll get more information. This is your time. Do jump on this now, right now.
Don't yell at them.
Well, they can finish the show, but then they should go do it.
All right, so scams. We're Nigerian princes, all this
I thought
stuff.
we were past this. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. But I kind of thought, okay, here's the deal. Here's the new scam, and this one's apparently very, very persuasive. There's paperwork involved, and they have things that you check off in boxes, and there's a check included. And here's the deal. The scam involves a check for thousands of dollars. Traditionally, they say it's between $2,800 and $5,200.
I love those kind of checks.
So you get this check in the mail with a letter saying you should deposit it, wire back some of the money to the company,
Awesome.
part as a payment,
Oh my gosh.
and then use the rest to shop at another store. It's a mystery shopper thing. I did that once just for my website to see if you could really make any money, and it was like, but what they're saying is, yeah, you can be a secret shopper, keep some of the money so you can get started and you can buy products at the store we're going to send you to, wire the rest back to us. See, here's number one, my first question. Why would they want you to wire it back to them? Why wouldn't you just give me the amount that you want me to
Spend. Yeah.
And so, of
Okay.
course, what you do is you wire them whatever designated amount of money they want it back. You deposit the check in, of course, and then you will get the notice from your bank going, the check bounced. So you're out like $1,000 or $3,000. And here's the deal. I really thought people would be past that now. But traditionally, anyone who's sending you a check and then saying, hey, give me some of it, is probably not.
You can send me
friend.
all the checks you want. It's going to say that.
They say if you do receive the offer, don't respond, but they do want you to report it to the postal inspectors online. Just go to U.S. Postal Inspectors online.
That's federal, yeah.
And you could just send it to them and go, just so they know.
Seriously.
And hopefully that will help them track it down.
Meat products, vegetables, checks, whatever. I'll take them. I will.
Meat products?
We have not.
Random meat products.
We have not done. Tell me something good.
Well, it is brought to you by PC Laptops. Would you like to tell them about PC Laptops?
PC Laptops takes care of people, your parents. If their parents go in and they want to be in contact with their kids and their grandkids and all this stuff, and they give them a laptop that will work perfectly for them.
Something with bigger buttons or something.
No huge bells and whistles, just what you need, right? $799 for the desktop, $799 for the laptop. And the cool thing is a lifetime a lifetime of service for parts and labor. They built us a computer for our show that's much better than our show. It's PC Laptops. Tell me something good.
That was the best endorsement ever. Thank you. All right, this is pretty cool. Hillary Harris has spent a long time searching the internet to find Don Johnson. She was adopted as a baby, and she only found out recently that she had a half-sister after she finally had gotten her adoption information. As an adult, she was able to get the files and take a look.
Okay.
And she discovered that her sibling's name was Don Johnson, and so she tried...
Wait. Don Johnson, like Miami Heat?
Don Johnson. No, not like that. Sorry.
Okay.
It was a girl.
Okay.
So anyway, she's gone on Facebook. She's trolled through a million different, websites, just trying to look through stuff. She's got all the bulletin boards.
Yeah.
No luck. And this has gone on for about 10 years.
Just going to give up.
So she's 31 now. And so she was kind of amused when a woman named Dawn moved next door to their house in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Hi, Don. Like your flowers.
And Hillary was even joking to her husband, like, well, that's new neighbor's like 20 years younger, but she looks like my long-lost sister. This must be my long-lost sister because her name's Dawn. They're laughing and stuff.
We know where you're going with this.
And then after they had a good laugh, she was like, And she was too freaked out to approach her. And people immediately go, why were you too freaked out? Think about it though. After 10 years of doing this, and just even the slightest, stupidest, most infinitesimal possibility, I would be a little frozen.
Right.
And so for like literally 2 months, she sort of like would peek through the curtains, or she would watch her walk out the door.
Oh, not her.
No, you know what I mean.
All right.
And so after a while, the universe interceded, and a large shipment of roofing shingles was in the shared driveway between their homes, and the big label said Don Johnson. Don Johnson.
Shingles.
Hillary went, you've got to be kidding me. So I called Lance right away and said, her last name is Johnson, that's Don Johnson, it's got to be her. So freaking out, it took her an entire day to like muster up the courage, but she finally went next door and knocked on the door, and she asked about a tidbit that was in her father's obituary.
Sure.
Were you the loyal Cornfest queen in 1983?
And her answer was?
The loyal Cornfest queen. Oh my God.
And the answer?
Dawn said, yeah. And then they both began to scream, and she said, even the pitch of our screams is identical. And they realized that they've been virtually inseparable. They talk every day. They live only a few years apart.
A few what apart?
A few yards apart. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what I just said there. Sorry. Yeah. And Dawn's 5-year-old daughter will go over to her new aunt's house for like sleepovers and play dates. And
there you go.
After all this time of searching, she moves in next door.
There you go. This is what I want you to do.
And she was the loyal corn queen of 1983.
I want you to put on all black tonight, and I want to creep through your neighbor's. I want you to
That's creepy.
Creep through your neighbor's garden, and do what I did in the video, and have a blast at it. Take your kids, whatever, and just have fun with it. It's just a little way of me saying thank you, or something.
By the way, also, we'd love to have you just share the show today. We've got Dinner for 4 at Christopher's. You know we do this. We give away a Dinner for 4 every Friday, and we would love to... Oh, that's today.
It is today.
That is today.
Give me a name.
All right. It is going to be... Congratulations, Karen Paulson. Karen Paulson, you've just won Dinner for 4
and you should
at
take
Christopher's. You really should. No one ever does.
Hey.
In any case, we just pick a recent share, and then you're entered, and then every Friday we draw a new winner, like Karen Paulson, and you're done. But the nice thing about this, though, is that it's so much fun to annoy your friends. Share the show. Irritate them.
Yeah.
It'll be good for everyone.
Thanks for watching the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. Do you think that they could hear our dog eating those crunchy things that he eats?
I don't know, but I was painfully aware of it the whole time. I'm like, that is beautiful timing, Dad.
And did you guys hear the rabbit?
The bunny didn't do anything.
Thumping on his water dish. Can you hear that?
She didn't do anything.
I don't know if they could hear that.
Well, they know now.
I don't know if they could hear the dog. Now we just look like crazy people.
Well, I think it's too late for that, sweetie.